going on, hooligans? So I know I was gonna do the next video about my exhaust situation, but things changed a little bit and I ordered the whole thing. If you didn't know, I ordered a whole new system for the exhaust. Specifically, it's a catback exhaust system from Magnaflow, but they've been shipping it for over a month already. I don't know what's going on. So I needed to do some kind of content, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. So if you don't know already, I actually started my content from Instagram about a few years ago, and I like to do photography. I'm not really professional, but I have my ways to do it and the way I like them and the way I edit them and I post it. A lot of people seem to like them. So today I'm going to show you how I do these pictures, how I position the car, how I found the perfect background. And since I'm here on a work trip in the beautiful southern Lake Tahoe, I found a perfect place to do this. You guys tag along, you'll see how I do these pictures, how I find the right background. And I think I found my first location. And the reason why I picked this location as my first spot is mostly because of these trees. Wow, the camera don't do it justice. But pretty much all these trees are very yellow and very colorful at the moment. Flip my camera and maybe you can see it, but it's actually very colorful in person. I'll be able to edit it as well. I'm gonna do this little photo shoot, this background with the mountains in the back and the yellow trees. I'll brighten up on the editing app a little bit more. But yeah, this is gonna be the first spot. We're gonna be driving around this road. I know there's more spots down that way. We'll check it out and also show you how I find these spots and what to look for when you're trying to take a nice shot. So we'll start off by a little introduction with my little camera. So I actually got this body. It's a Canon Rebel from somebody gifted me a few years ago, and I did not use it at all. And then I started using it a bit more, and I had some kind of other 55mm lens. I didn't really like it, so we tried this. I got this used lens on Facebook. It's a 50mm Sigma Canon lens. It's like the perfect portrait lens. That's pretty much all I do when I take pictures of this car. I take pictures of my friends. The portrait mode, that's like the biggest thing for me. I don't know, that's like, for now, that's what I'm liking right now. I'm probably gonna get some bigger lens later on. It's nothing fancy. This thing doesn't even take videos, but as long as it takes pictures that I like, and I'll edit them in Lightroom a little later. We're gonna start out by kind of like this position right now, and we'll show you how I do this. I don't know, just maybe this is the way I always do it, but you never want your tire to facing the inside. So if you're taking an example for this angle, you want the tire to turn all the way to the right, so you better see your wheels, and it just looks much better in that kind of pose. So I'll just get here a little bit lower, and I'll pop up the edited finished images on the screen. You'll see how I do them. It's pretty sick. Back up a little bit. Since this is a 50mm lens, it doesn't zoom out, so that's kind of sucky, but we'll do what we can work with. And shout out to Oxbeam, because these daylight running lights make it so much better. It's not very bright and blinding people, but I can also take some sick shots. Bam, fire. And I apologize if you can't really hear me, because I forgot my microphone at home. I usually put it on my shirt and you can hear a lot better. But I'll try to speak up a little bit louder, maybe edit a little bit louder in the video editing software, so bear with me. This is a nice shot over here, especially when you come up close. You gotta think a little bit creative. Not only to do the whole car. For example, you can come up close and do like half of the face, but of this half, like I said, the tire is a little bit slanted to the right. You don't want to see all the insides. It just kind of ruins the poses for me. One cool thing about Lightroom is they added this new feature where AI just edits out random things super good. So, example, this light pole and these wires are not going to be in the pictures. So let's say you want to now take a picture of the back. Let's say I want to get that in the background, and this nice little fence and that snowy cap mountains and the yellow trees in the background. What we can do is you turn on the car and turn the wheel the other way. So like I said before, you always want to have the face of the wheel pointing you. If not that, then at least just straight. Don't ever have the wheel pointing the other way and then take a picture. It's going to be a little bit lopsided, and I think this pose just looks way better. And now you can see how I can just focus on the whole car and the background. I think it's gonna be a nice shot once it's gonna be that little blurry background. You guys check it out right now. It's gonna be a good one, check it out. Bam, see that? Awesome. So before we go to the next location, you gotta make sure you got all the right angles and all the right, I don't know, images you can think of. So if you look around, we got some water. And water is a good sign, because you know why? That's right, reflection photos. They're not super trendy at the moment, but I think it just looks pretty sick. And if you, check it out, we can do this. When you focus it, try to always, I try to, oh, the strap got wet. To have the line right in the middle. So let's say, there you guys see that? I think that looks fire. So since this camera is pretty old, the autofocus on this thing is complete doo-doo. So I try to focus and refocus and recheck all the pictures before I leave the scene. You guys, I just want to make sure I have that perfect quality. Make sure it's not blurry or anything got in the way. So let's do this one more time. Just I gotta focus with this little thing. I don't know why, and that's just how it is. Old cameras. Change it back to the screen. Lower it, and you get as close as possible to the water, because that's how you see most of the reflection. Oh, that's just minty. Incoming cars is like, come by like, hey, you okay? Yes, I'm good. Keep going. It's all good though, just checking up. There we go, that's the one. You'll see it right now.
Oh, look at you.
There we go.
It's good, how are you?
Pretty good.
A little 3rd gen photo shoot?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
How you liking your 3rd gen?
It's good, mine's that lifting trick, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little photo shoot, a little YouTube video, showing how I do my photos.
Oh,
Yeah, I post them all on Instagram.
sure.
Yeah. Do you have Instagram?
Sure.
Yeah, you can follow me and check me out there. I'm posting out there quite often. I'll try to at least. So as I was filming, I heard a car coming behind me, and I had no idea it was another 3rd gen. And that guy seemed to like my car that I was doing the photo shoot. So that's like, I caught it on camera that, you know, some people just want to check out what they're doing, and you never know who it's gonna be. Met this guy. He's a real estate agent. It turned out to be a really cool guy. We talked for a bit after the camera shut off, but yeah, you just never know who you're gonna meet out here, man. This Toyota community is awesome. So moving on to the next location, we'll try to drive around a bit, see if we can find any other cool spots. There's a lot of these yellow trees that, you know, look super awesome. Right now it's fall. It's the middle of October, and it's the perfect time to find some nice yellow leaves, trees. Also, if you're ever driving on a trail on the road and you see a nice shot in front of you and you want to turn around your car, you may not have to. Always remember to look behind your mirrors to see if you have some nice background you can take. You don't have to turn around, just stop, pull over, and take a picture of the background, because you never know, you might miss a nice shot opportunity if you don't look backwards. Man, I really wish I had my chest mount. I actually bought a chest mount just for this reason, to do a little POV photo shoot video, but I'll just have to hold it in my hand and show you how I do. Alright, so this is a little spot I found. It's not like a spot, but when you drive around this little turn, the trees in the background, the yellow trees and the redwoods, it just looks sick. Let's see what we can do right here. And sometimes a nice landscape shot is nice too, because I usually do the horizontal ones, the vertical ones for Instagram. Sometimes these cool ones, these wide ones for like landscape, are pretty sick too. So unfortunately, it looks like I didn't charge my battery fully, and it's starting to die. So we're gonna just find some quick spots for now. We're gonna recharge and probably continue tomorrow. But I found this little area right next to the road. I'm gonna take some shots, see if I can take this higher up angle, see what it turns out to be. That rear one will be much better once we got a rear bumper. It's mid. It's all right. I don't know if it's like Instagram worthy. Side shot too. Pretty nice. Make sure you have that wheel right in the center. The rock trick wheels need to be seen. Very nice. Alright, we got to hurry because it's getting dark. I'm by myself, middle of nowhere. Probably be bears somewhere around here. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, because these bears, man, they ain't no joke. They came right up to our backyard at our Airbnb. Literally just some mama bear and her cub. From out here, I'm not strapped. I don't want to meet one of these guys. So we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna find some nice view of the mountains because yesterday we had a snowstorm. It looks pretty sick. And probably get out of these trees and find a nice open area so you can see the mountains. And for me, this is gonna be in about, I don't know, 12 to 24 hours, but for you guys, it's gonna be right about now. So don't go anywhere, we're not done yet. I actually forgot to explain how I'm driving this car in the first place, because when I started back at the shop, I was doing the pictures, I didn't explain how I'm driving because it wasn't supposed to be able to drive when the cats were clogged. So what I did is, because the exhaust system couldn't come yet, I don't know what's going on, but pretty much I just cut off both catalytic converters and attached with just some U-bolts a straight pipe. So pretty much just a straight pipe, but I kept the muffler on just to help it keep it down a little bit, because without it, it was insanely loud and annoying. So now that's why you hear that rumble when I'm driving around or the car is on. So that's that. I was actually driving home and I pulled over to see this beauty. Man, look at that. I took some landscape shots. I'm gonna pop them up right now because I just couldn't miss this. Same with this side. We're about 30 seconds down the road, our Airbnb, and I see this. My goodness. You just can't pass it. You have to pull up, take a picture, keep on going. That's when you got addicted to this. You see pictures everywhere. All right, see you tomorrow. And this is why I love Onyx Off-Road. Just a little bit of research, you can find places like this. Good afternoon, hooligans. Today we're gonna continue our mission on a little photography session. I found this little spot. It's like a small 3-mile trail leading up to this. And it's not even it. You go further on, it's gonna be another peak with more views, maybe even the Lake Tahoe behind. I feel like we're gonna be taking some nice shots today. I mean, with this kind of view, you can't not take a good shot. It's gonna be amazing. Stay tuned, follow along. I guess we're just gonna start off just where it's at. We'll see if it's a nice background. Something simple, just a front end shot. See how it looks. another view that we could take a picture of. So all I did is turn around this bush and turn your wheels to the other way. Now this is gonna be a perfect shot. Always walk around the car. I'm not saying it's the professional way, that's just how I do it. That's just how I find a lot of cool angles to take pictures of. Now we can find in some other places, like there's a background right here. Check this out. Thinking what I'm thinking? This looks like a perfect parking spot if I just drive up backwards or even frontwards. Drive up on that base and maybe go somewhere over there, take a picture of the view. Check it out. That's not scary at all. I mean, come on, guys. What is this? Now, let's see if we can find some angles, take pictures of this baby. All right, I ran around this little thing. This little rock, climbed up this rock. And bam! Check it out. Oh. Can't see anything. Look at this view. Sick. All right, let's find some more angles. All right, don't laugh while I try to climb up this thing. Now we drop down, slow and steady. Coastal off-road, man. See that bumper? Didn't even touch the rock. All right, we're going a little bit further on the trail. That was just like a pit stop, kind of, and we'll keep going a little further. Supposedly there's even a taller peak where you can see Lake Tahoe. Really looking forward to that. See what we can find. All right, well, that was anticlimactic. The other one was better than this. Not too bad, but there's just trees everywhere. And I thought we're gonna be able to go all the way up there. I guess there's no trail there, but you can see the lake. But wow, it's so beautiful. Look how cool it is. You can barely see it. I guess this will do. Let's find some pictures. I got an idea. I'm gonna try to do a little flexi pictures on that rock. Go try this at home. Alright, didn't work out as I thought it would, but that'll do. So I very rarely take pictures head on, like right in the back or right in the front. I think the best ones for me, at an angle. So all four angles, try to do it this way, or maybe a little bit this way, but not fully on. Bam. Sometimes it's cool, but for the most part, I like a little bit of an angle. I mean, you know, like 50 mil, man. Doesn't fit the whole car. Bam. Check it out. I just figured out that you can go a little bit further down. Park back that way. Take some front end shots because behind these rocks, I want to take a picture of this angle, but since this 50 mil is not a wide angle whatsoever, it would not be able to catch this. But check it out. Take a screenshot. Damn, took a picture with my phone. That's all counts. Before we go any further, check that out. So don't hurry, walk around the whole thing. I was about to drive out, but look at this. Perfect. Ooh, I love this. Angle is majestic. A little bit tricky when the sun is pointing at your face, but what we can do is put up the exposure all the way up and it'll focus on this, but the background will be blowing out. Looks to be pretty sick after you edit it though. I like that. Use that angle. You catch that flex. Another perfect shot. Let's see what this does. Not too shabby. I like it. You see how everything in the background is all white, but you can see the car pretty good. If you edit like a kind of like a fall vibe, like yellow colors, red colors, whatever. Looks pretty sick. So one tricky thing about doing sunsets, especially around trees, is when you find a cool background, but there's all a bunch of shade and shadows of the trees messing up, you can't really edit it really well. But try your best. I think it'll still look pretty cool. All right, I think we're gonna end off this day with a nice little drone sesh. Hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. I do like photography. I try to take pictures every trip I go. So if you learned something today, awesome. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and enjoy these drone shots, baby. Let's go.